Te hablo desde la prisión, Wilson Manyoma, Borbona.
Oh yeah, Masters and None, episode 107.
107, we live, baby.
It's Thursday. We're back in the house. Another live one. Oh, man.
Yeah. Couple quick announcements, man. I want to start the podcast off with just letting everybody know that we are going to have more consistent clips and shorts posted regularly. So I know this podcast is kind of long form. It's an hour long of live discussion that you can watch afterwards. But if you don't have the time, you don't have the attention span to watch the full podcast, just be on the lookout for the shorts that come up. We're going to be posting those. Those are less than a minute. You know, so those are quick little condensed portions that you can get of some of the best moments of the podcast. And also the clips that are going to be posted that are a little longer than the shorts, but they're significantly shorter than the full podcast episode of an hour. You're going to look at like 3, 5, 7-minute clips. So this way you guys can consume it a little, you know, if you're a little pressed for time, you can still get a piece of the masses and none.
Clips and tings.
Yeah, clips and tings coming, you know. And yes, we appreciate everybody. So if you're not subscribed, if you haven't liked the video, just take a second to do that for us real quick. Because the more you like the video, the more you subscribe
Feed
to
the algorithm, you know?
Yeah, you feed the algorithm. The more you feed the algorithm, the quicker you can get me out of a career that I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
So, you know, so we appreciate you guys, you know?
You guys enjoy watching me be miserable?
Yeah, bring a little happiness to my life. But
This is like one of those commercials with the kids with the bloated stomachs.
yeah, or with the lip,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah.
Please help me. They put that dog in that anorexic dog.
Yeah, facts. You know, and blinking in slow motion when in the arms of the angel, and they're like this.
Bro, but I know people be giving all their money to those things.
Yeah, of course they
People
do.
give, I don't know.
My girl has to pry my wallet out of my hand. I want to give them all my money when I see these shaking ass dogs on the concrete.
I used to know somebody that used to give like an exorbitant amount of money to like the St. Jude's Foundation or something like that. I don't know anything about this foundation. I'm sure it's great, but like, this person was like giving like too much money. Like we weren't even making that much money, and they were giving a fair amount of money, and I was like, it's interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that. My dad always gives, you know, my dad's a veteran and stuff, so he always gives money to like the Wounded Warriors. And I remember he was like, yeah, they're going to send me this blanket. They sent them this blanket. It was like a 4x4. I was like,
that's an hand towel?
Bro, yeah, it was like a throw or something like that. I was like, what? I was like, you know, it was like fleece. It was super scratchy. Like, I was like, all right, at least you're doing the right thing.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm not saying like every cause is a bad cause to donate to. I'm just interested about like I'm always interested about where the money gets out, like how the money gets allocated.
Yeah.
Like, are the guys who are running this driving Bugattis? You know?
They may be driving a Bugatti.
Are they driving Bugattis? Is that what's going on? Because if they are, I don't want to give you guys any more money. Because you've obviously got enough money. You don't need any more money from us peasants.
Facts, bro. You're right. You know, so you can take it, but I think they're only obligated to give a certain percentage. I think any charity is only obligated to give a certain percentage to the actual charity, and the rest they can kind of use for other purposes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they wouldn't be the first nor the last.
No, absolutely not. So you guys can be on the lookout for the Masters and None not-for-profit.
Yeah.
That, feel free to Cash App
Pick
or
a good sickness.
Venmo.
Which one are we going to do? Where are our funds going to be allocated to? You know, research for what kind of sickness?
Let's do one that's like not like, you know, one that's like sad and shit. You know, let's do one for like
Coxsackie, because not only is it not super sad, treatable, but it's a funny word.
It is Coxsackie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, it sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah, for the people who don't know, Coxsackie is the infections of the coccus. No, it's actually not that. I don't really know what it is. It's some kind of sickness that kids get, and it gives you sores in your mouth.
I think it's typically, I want to say it comes from like still bodies of water somewhere like around there. Like I think it comes from something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah, it could be, could not be. I mean, don't come here for science. So,
unless you're looking for fucking bro science.
yeah, unless you're looking for bro science and the best kind of bro science, the one that stirs the pot a little bit. Because, you know, when somebody sees a short that's like a very short condensed version of the podcast, you'd be surprised. Some people get their boxers in a knot. Some people get their panties in a knot.
Yeah, listen,
You
don't
know?
take a 60-second reel that I post and like think that you just watched a 2-hour long podcast. That's not what happened. All right.
Yeah.
You're not informed.
Yeah, true. What's going on down there?
Who, me? My leg shaking? I'm sorry. Can you
Nah. Oh, it's your leg? All right.
Oh, what you
I'm just making sure. So
think I was playing pocket pool?
yeah, it looked like a fun game. There's something that I wanted to mention because I think there needs to be a PSA about this. I think there's a lot of young people out there in their teens, their early 20s.
Yeah.
And people are becoming a little too susceptible to the concept of veneers.
Okay.
I think that there's way too many people that think that veneers are just an eternal fix on just, you know, some people just have regular teeth.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with their teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Their teeth are just regular as hell, you know, and they think this is like some kind of fix forever, that this is just, they just put like these fake teeth. They do put some fake teeth on there. But not only, how do they get those fake teeth on there? I think not many people know the process of what they do to your real teeth in order to put these fake teeth on there.
Yeah. So you're here to inform them.
What brought me to this concept to discuss tonight was I saw something online. It popped up on Instagram. I saw it. It's called Popon Veneers.
Oh, they got the damn, what are these called? These like the quick disconnect jammies?
Yeah, they're like retainers.
Okay.
You know,
but they're teeth.
Yeah, but they're like fake teeth. I don't know if you can eat with them. I don't know what the story is, but you do like the at-home mold. You send it back, and then they send you some click-on, like some.
They send you a grill.
They say, yeah, they say that's exactly what they do. They send you a grill of what looks like real teeth.
Okay.
So if you're gonna want to do veneers, I suggest you do something along these lines.
I was listening to the No Jumper podcast. I think it might have been at the end of the day, or it could have been the No Jumper podcast. And AD was saying that he was like the best thing he's ever done.
Was to get veneers.
Yeah, because he has them. Somebody asked him, and they were like, "Oh, it's the best thing I ever did."
I mean, it's the best thing he ever did because he just got them. Now, you know, I want to see if he has the same opinion because
In 20 years.
How old is he now? Do we know?
I don't know. He's probably like, if I was to take I would say between 34 and 36, maybe.
Okay, so
He might be younger than that. I don't know.
all right, I want to see what his opinion is of those veneers when he's 45. You know, when he's out with some honey and and one of them joints falls out into his split piece soup. You know, and she's like, "What the hell?" And he's like, "Oh no, we all," you know, because what happens is veneers require maintenance.
Yeah.
Most people get these toward the end of their life previously. This is the way it worked. Or if you just had a ton of money, which most people in show business, that's why they're getting this. But I just want to show you guys a quick picture of what they actually do to your teeth before they put the veneers on.
Yeah, this is how you get these. You got to earn these puppies.
All right, so right here, take a look at these bad boys right here. You see that on top? You know how that looks like a barracuda mouth?
Oh.
That looks like some kind of sea serpent. That's what they do to your teeth before they hit you up with the chiclet teeth like the mask. This is what happens. That's what they do to your teeth forever. That is forever.
I don't like looking at that. I'm not going to lie.
I know you don't like looking at it. And this is why I think people need to be aware that this is what's under those veneers.
Damn,
And they require maintenance.
Yeah, you got a fucking Roman tile in your mouth. And right underneath it, that shit is spackle to one of these puppies.
Facts on facts, my friend.
I still like it.
So, I mean, of course, they look clean.
They look fuck nice. They look perfect.
Yeah, which nobody's teeth look like that. To me, it looks weird when somebody's got these big pearly whites, and rarely do the teeth fit your mouth. Most people come out looking crazy.
Yeah.
You know, but I just think it's important for people to see that because people are younger and younger getting this done. Just like girls getting BBLs, girls getting all kinds of... What's the matter?
Let's bring you a little closer.
Yeah. Thanks for that. You know, girls getting BBLs, girls getting breast implants, girls getting tummy tucks. It's like, why are you getting a tummy tuck when you're 17?
Yo, dudes are getting fucking abs now too. You see that?
Yeah, that's been happening. I remember True Life. I'm getting calf implants. I remember that. But I just relax on the veneers, man. Do the braces thing first before you go and saw your teeth down to little needles.
Yeah.
That's my advice. But who am I?
Unless you don't have many teeth. Because it works for some people.
Well, those are different. Those are implants.
No, there's people who have who've had like issues with their teeth, and they've had to have like the teeth removed, and then they put a veneer on one of those like metal implants.
That's an
like,
implant.
But it's a veneer though, right?
I don't know, but that's a little different though, because then they put a threaded screw into your jawbone.
Yeah. I don't even like talking about that shit.
Yeah.
I don't mind gory shit, but something about fucking putting self-tappers in people's fucking bones. That's the one thing I don't like.
Yeah, that's weird shit, man. Yeah,
Spaz says you got a root canal / crown. It's just like, and it's like the same thing. Dude, I don't want anything to do with any of that shit.
well, I got 2 posts and crowns, and it is a similar thing, but that's because it was between that or pull the tooth. It wasn't just because I was like, man, I just want my teeth whiter and straighter. So like, yeah.
I don't think anybody. Well, no. If I was to do it, it's because I want my teeth like whiter and straighter, or at the very, not even whiter and straighter. I think I could go for, I could do with like, you know, jumping up one size. You know, when you want to change the size of text, I feel like I'm like one text size up higher would be good for me.
Oh, for your teeth?
Yeah.
Nah, you think so?
Nah,
Trust
I'm
me,
telling
bro.
you.
Bro, God don't make mistakes, bro. This is biologically the way your teeth fit your head.
Nah, I think this was just like a to be fair thing, you know? Because I'm already so damn handsome that if I had big, nice teeth, like bigger teeth, it would have been like, oh, you gave this guy too much love. Because God gives even love. If this guy exists, I'm sure he's fair across the board.
Listen, bro, you think so? You
If
think
he-
you could bet? You think you could do biology better
Then who?
than biology, than the universe and creation itself?
Oh, I don't know. I think not. No, honestly, I think the truth is that my teeth are hereditary. Like it comes from my dad or my mom,
And all
One of
those
them-
things-
One of them got smaller teeth. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't look bad on them.
It doesn't look bad on you either, dude. It fits your mouth. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you, I could go with one text size up. I'm not gonna say I'm insecure about my teeth. I'm just saying that I would do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that if I had a bunch of money, I'd be out here fucking shining with the biggest set they can fit in my mouth. All right? I'm not going to do the abs or the calf, but I'm telling you right now, I come in, pull my fucking teeth out on you, forget about it. I'm going to look like a fucking novela star. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to Colombia to get my shit. So I'm going to get like, over there, there's no size regulation. Over here, the doctor might be like, I'm not going to put those big ones in your mouth. Over there, they're like, ¿Cuál quieres? Este. And then they don't even put them up to your face. They're just like, this is the ones you want? All right, this is the one you want. We're going to put them on.
They're like, this one's cheaper because we can only fit less teeth in your mouth. So if you do this size, you'll just have 6 big ass teeth.
Yeah, and I want to do like a one piece. I don't want them to be lines. I like uniformity. Just one, like you know, like the grills.
So you want dentures?
No, not like individual teeth. I just want like one big tooth that goes across. You know.
You want one big ass tooth?
And I want an RGB LED through the middle of it, something slim. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, don't you know Kanye's listening to this. And, you know Kanye's gonna be out here stunting. Remember when he got diamonds permanently put into his teeth?
People, that's a thing now.
Oh yeah, Lil Wayne's teeth were permanently fixed.
Lil Wayne's teeth were permanently fixed. Kodak Black. A lot of people in the South do that shit. But I'm talking about the other thing where people will put like Dremel a little hole in their tooth and then like glue a diamond.
Yeah, people. That's what Kanye did.
Yeah, they do it. I've seen people with like the cross too, with like a little.
Yeah.
Nothing screams "I love Jesus" like putting a little diamond cross in your canine.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Every time you go to receive communion at church, you just hit the priest like ding. And he's like, ha.
He's like, oh man, you get
He's
two
like,
of those
"Ah,
fucking
gosh."
pieces of bread.
Yeah, he hits you with 2. And he
Yeah.
does it G-like. He goes like this. He flicks it in the air. And you just catch it like you're at hibachi. That's what he does. He hits you like this.
You get the wine from his pocket.
Facts, bro. You get
kidding
the
me?
flask
Yeah.
wine. You got to share a little something, you know?
They stopped. You go to a different line and everything.
Yo, facts.
That's so funny.
You get the backstage pass. You in the back where they got the bag of the wafers. They got the bag of them joints.
Speaking of things that everybody thinks are real but really aren't, Logan Paul signed into the WWE. What's he going to be?
Yeah. Listen, I saw this coming. I feel like I might have even mentioned this. If anybody wants to do their homework and go back on the podcast, I think I mentioned that something like this was going to happen.
Well, he was at an event.
And what
he was at like WrestleMania or some shit.
He was. You're right. I think he had some. Didn't he have a match? Didn't he have a tag team match?
I don't know, but I remember him like in a red like Thriller suit, like in like a red leather suit. Damn. I don't know why.
Like Eddie Murphy Raw.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Like shirtless in in like some fucking leather outfit. But I don't know. He must have got a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, I bet he did. You know how many eyes he's gonna draw there? I mean, that's his demo.
Yeah,
that's his demo. Is that age demographic? Because I don't think there's anybody really consistently watching him that is like over the age of 30.
Dude, talk about a guy that's fucking really getting the fucking bag right now.
He is getting the bag. He ain't getting the bag from Floyd though. He still ain't got paid.
He still ain't get paid from Floyd. Isn't that crazy?
Come on, bro. You thought Floyd was gonna pay him?
Well, you know what? They're not the only guys.
Floyd don't pay child support. Floyd don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
Floyd's like, nah, I don't do that. I'm top G. I don't pay nobody money I own.
So fucking funny. They're not the only ones. The other company that does like celebrity boxing, the guys that did the YouTube versus TikTokers shit, like those guys, a lot of those guys didn't get paid either.
That's crazy. Who ran that event?
I forgot what the company's name was. I wish Twiz, if you were here, you'd be able to tell us.
Well, he's in the chat right here, and he complimented our T-shirts. Yo, good looks, bro.
Oh, thanks, brother.
Yo, shout out to the Basics New York.
And to the Marshalls Levi. I think this is like $7.99.
There you go. Gang, gang.
Yeah. They only had an XL, though, so.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it, man.
It's a little big. I'm a little baggy today.
Twiz said Floyd don't pay attention. He definitely ain't pay attention in reading class, that's for sure.
But, yeah, those guys didn't get paid either. So he's not the only one not paying people. Isn't that fucking weird, right? That's why all these, like, I don't know. I need some money up front.
This is why not only money up front, you gotta be lawyered up. It's a weird thing because a lot of this money you have to go and pursue it after the fact. You have to have the means to go get the money.
Well, the YouTubers and TikTok thing was about because they incorrectly projected the amount of sales that they could get. They were like paying people based off of like this astronomical projection, based off of like views, but you can't quantify or whatever the fucking term would be TikTok views to like pay-per-view buys. Correlate.
Yeah.
Sure. TikTok views to pay-per-view buys. Like those things don't equal, or even YouTube views to pay-per-view buys. Because this demographic of people who like those TikTokers don't have any fucking money.
Yeah, they don't have money. A lot of them,
they're children.
They're living in their mom's house.
They're children. Nothing. It's not like they're bums. They're just kids, They're whatever, high schoolers. I'm sure they're like that Bryce Hall demographic. What is that fucking
who?
Not Bryce. Exactly.
I guess
Bryce Hall. Do you know who he is?
I have no idea. Does he review toys?
No, he's like
Barbies?
a fucking TikTok. I think he dances or something. I just know he's a TikToker. I don't really know what he does. And I know his name because he was into boxing, and I'm a sucker for fucking YouTube controversy.
Oh, so he was in that event. So it was TikTok versus YouTube, and they had. I think you brought this up previously, right?
Yeah, we've talked about it.
But you actually talked.
It was a boxing event. Yeah,
that is crazy. So they pretty much had IOUs. Their payment was contingent on X amount of views.
No, well, their payment wasn't contingent on it. Their projections were based off of it. So their payment was like.
It was contingent because it's like they didn't have the money up front.
It's not contingent in the sense that we don't have to give, because contingent would mean that they don't have to give it to them if they don't mean that.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's not necessarily contingent on it. It was just projected off of it. So they were like, oh, yeah, we're going to be able to pay you this much money. We're going to sell fucking 70,000 pay-per-views or whatever. And then they sold 20,000. They're like, oh, listen, we ain't got no money. And then they're like, oh, this guy told us we're going to get fucking, he has this many views or whatever the case may be.
Why would they?
Allegedly.
They should have made it a free event and then just try to raise money off of ad revenue or something like that. I mean, how would you think that you're going to sell? The UFC has cards that flop.
Yeah, but the thing is
it's real fighting.
This was when, this was probably after, maybe the second, YouTube boxing match, after, Logan Floyd probably. This was like when these things were like big. Like these things were happening. So it was like right. It could have been right time, right place. They could have hit a lick because, you know, there was other. It's like a thing now. This like boxing, celebrity boxing. It's become more of a thing. It's like dying down now. But you remember 9 months ago.
Yeah, it was
gross. It was a gross period. I was disappointed with it.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty sad.
I'm ashamed of myself for having watched some of these Triller events. Fucking Snoop Dogg hosting these shits. We got Snoop Dogg,
bro.
fucking Bradley Martin, and somebody else hosting these events, and it's like nothing against any of those guys, but like that's not what I want to watch.
The whole panel threw like 4 punches in their lifetime combined.
Exactly.
That's weird. All right, so I guess Logan's not the only one not getting paid. That's crazy that people aren't getting paid.
I'm sure it's fucking even. What happened to Don King? Didn't Don King not pay people too? Isn't that why they dislike him? Didn't he steal all of Tyson's money or some shit like that allegedly?
Yeah, he just what he did was take advantage of people that didn't know any better. Like he would just have people sign crazy contracts where he would just get a much larger percentage of the money, and it's every grimy thing he did was legal. Like not paying people is not legal. That's why Floyd. That's why Floyd is being sued.
Did Mike ever snuff him?
I don't think so.
Didn't he hit him at one point?
Nah, maybe. I mean, are you thinking of Rocky 5?
The movie Rocky?
Yeah, where he was, you don't remember where he was Tommy's manager? Yeah, and he's like, touch me and I'll sue.
I don't even think I've seen Rocky 5.
Yeah,
Rocky 5 was the one with the dude from Black Panther?
No. Rocky 5 was like part of it was the last one of the original Rocky movies. That's when he's got a son and he's all rich now. So like, he doesn't really fight anymore. And, and his son was there. I remember his son used to have this dangly earring. And his son went to like a new school and he was getting like bullied and shit. So he tried to go to Rocky and he was like, yo, I need help. And the drunk brother-in-law, remember him?
This is going to make me sound like a super dork loser.
But
I didn't really. I watched like maybe like the first 3.
That's good enough.
I think I seen up to when he fought the Russian guy.
That's 4. Rocky 3 is when he fought Clubber Lang. That was the one with Mr. T.
Yeah.
So Rocky 1 and 2, he fought Apollo Creed. Mm-hmm. Rocky 3, he fought Clubber Lang, who killed his manager, Mickey.
So I might have not even watched the 4th one. I definitely watched the first 3.
I think he pushed him and he had a heart attack or some shit.
But anyway. I don't know. Great series though. I'm sure 4 and 5 were amazing. There's a lot of shit. Like, did they need to make a 4 and 5 of those?
I loved 4 because it was big for the time, bro. It had to do. He was fighting a Russian and shit like that, and it was like, there was shit going on, and then at the end, all the Russians are chanting for Rocky and shit like that because he comes back and beats his dude, and then that dude is even like gives him
American propaganda at its finest.
Yeah, man. That's good American propaganda. That was before Facebook propaganda. That's
so funny. Yo, fucking Facebook. So it's interesting because like during the elections, Facebook was like taking like it looked like it was taking like a. I don't want to say it was taking a liberal stand, but it was like it seemed like it was like.
Of course, it's liberal all the way.
But now, if you post information about like where to get a shmishmorshman or something like that, you could be banned. Like if you start posting information about how to if you're in a state that you can't get, a fucking shmishmorshman, and you like people posting that kind of stuff, they've been like deleting it and banning people off of Facebook for it.
Huh?
Which would be like the opposite.
Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily. See, I don't think that's a concept that's partisan. I think that's a concept that is just rooted in religion. I don't think it's necessarily a partisan thing.
It definitely is associated with the right.
I guess, yeah, it is. It's a lot of them
pretty
share that.
Deeply, like it's like very like conservative. It's like one of the foundations of like being conservative. No, like when you think of like when you think of like all the boxes that a conservative should check. I
mean, if people think that way, yeah. Like how, I guess you
people.
could say that.
I'm not saying it's true.
Yeah, no,
but like when you think of like maybe it might be stereotypical.
It's an overlapping belief in a lot of conservative people's like repertoire. I would say, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
fair to say.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting, but what I didn't want to get away from what I was gonna say when we were talking about the Rocky movies and if they made too many. One movie that they came out with and they never made too many. They only made one, and they're making a new one now. And I think is really going to be interesting. That I think is interesting is Hocus Pocus. Did you see that? They're coming out with a Hocus Pocus 2.
I didn't. Are they the same witches? The same people that played them? Because they got to be old as dirt.
They're this one's different. It's not I watched a trailer today but it's a teaser, so I didn't get to see like the whole thing. I don't know if they're in it.
Is Bette Midler alive?
Who the fuck is Bette? I think they're all three alive because
She's
I've
one of
seen
the
another
witches.
video of them watching the movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I don't know if they're in it.
Damn, I wonder how she did in that movie. I wonder if they're like pushing her around in a chair or some shit.
Bro, I know that
She
like,
ain't that old. I need to
people
stop.
love Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, people do love Hocus Pocus. It's a classic, bro. Me and my girl watch it every Halloween.
Yeah, Twiz is right. It's a fucking classic.
Yeah, we watch it every Halloween,
Yeah.
bro.
So the fact that they're coming out with a new one, I think that like fucking pressure's on. That's a dangerous movie to try to fucking.
It's gonna flop. Bro, anybody that would watch that movie is out of that. They're not going to the movies. They're not watching these things. Like, they're missing the mark on these. They're making sequels 30 years after they come out.
But some of them hit. Some of them people like.
It's
a Disney Plus movie.
I mean, it's going to be Disney Plus, yeah, but I don't see that really. I don't see it hitting the way they expect it to.
The thing is like now that there's no when you don't involve the box office, you get people who weren't willing to pay for it but have the subscription that's just going to watch it because they are interested in it, but they wouldn't watch it in the movies.
But these movies aren't just coming out free to watch if you have the app. You have to pay like a movie ticket. You pay $30 to watch that movie on the app.
No, I don't think this one's going to. I don't think Disney Plus does that.
Yeah, they do. They did it with the Marvel movie and shit. Like, when they drop a movie and it's like a new release, they're treating it like the movies and they're charging higher for you to have access to it. You have to pay like $30 to watch it, and then after X amount of time, like a year or something like that, then it's available on there for you to watch.
The movie that came out there a couple, maybe like last year, I forgot what it was. I didn't pay anything for it. I don't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I did it myself. I paid for what movie did I pay for? I paid for a movie, and it was I think $29.99 to watch it at home on a streaming service. I
know Prime does that. Like, you could have Prime, but then not have like all like the channels on Prime.
Yeah, no, this was Disney Plus for sure.
But yeah, I thought it was cool. I know, and I know it's such an iconic movie, and people love that shit so much. I was like, damn, this is probably gonna people are gonna like be excited about this.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it does well. I hope it does well because
I don't care if it does well. I want it to be good,
Yeah, I mean, but chances are it's probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever they're fishing, it's desperation when they dig up a dead movie from many, many years ago. I feel like it's desperation. Like, there's so little writing taking place at this point. Like, everything is a remake, everything is a redo, everything is based on something that already came out. I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to make something original now. Like, what haven't they made? Think of something right now. Think of a storyline in your head, and like, I'm sure there's a movie that somebody made about it.
But they're literally taking the same movie and making a remake and changing the character, changing the gender of the character, changing the race of the character, or they're just re-releasing a new version of it, but it's the same thing, or they're doing a sequel so far later. Yeah. Like, they just did another Men in Black a little while ago.
So you're not happy about the new Top Gun?
Again, let's think of a new fucking pilot movie. You can't think of a new fighter pilot movie? Why do you got to do Top Gun? Why can't you do, like, I don't know, fucking Maverick or some shit and then just have it be something completely different?
I hate that shit. I hate when they do like that I don't like. The spin-off shit, like 30-year later spin-off.
A sequel essentially is something like a spin-off.
Yeah, I guess when it's so many years later.
I just want some new creativity. I want people to there's stories out there. There are stories out there. There's people writing original screenplays. There's people writing original series. And Netflix is doing it. Like, if Netflix is doing it, why aren't these major studios willing to do it?
Yeah, I'll give you that. You're right.
I mean, Stranger Things was new. It's a completely new concept.
Dude, why do people love that shit so fucking much?
That shit is good, bro. Stranger Things is good, man. And it's original. I like originality.
Yeah, but it's not original in the sense that, like, this has never existed before. This storyline has been played 1,000 times.
Yeah. It's a similar, I mean, I guess,
It's like
Next Dimension monsters. But
kid children all live in a neighborhood. They're all friends. For some reason, they could all get out and fucking, roam the streets at night. That's every fucking book I read at school, in middle school.
Well, that's a common theme, threaded through anything. You look at horror movies as a group of friends at camp. You look at, you look at anything. You look at, fucking American Pie. It's a group of friends. Like, that's a common theme stretched across different genres. But to have like a different dimension and to have like a kid thrown in there that has special powers, it was like a combination. It's got a little X-Men vibe. When they go to like the that X-Men camp. That school.
Yeah, the school. Yeah, what's that school called?
Damn, I forget.
It's an academy, I think. I forgot what it's called too. It's all right. No worries.
Yeah. And you know what? Spaz has a point here. There's certain times when it's done well, when it's a spin-off that's done, that's an obscure spin-off, like The Mandalorian. Nobody gave a shit about the Mandalorian character in any of the Star Wars movies, but they had the freedom to make a completely different character's story in the world of Star Wars.
Dude, they did an amazing job at like taking Star Wars and like introducing the younger generation to it.
Yeah.
And like creating this whole new generation of people who love Star Wars.
Yep, correct. I agree.
Last generation, this generation. And I was on the edge of saying like they're like force feeding us Star Wars shit because they're creating so much like other content, like new Star Wars content that's like lore that like you said, nobody really asks for, but man, do we fucking like it. But I don't even think they're force feeding us because I think it's all good. People love it all. They eat that shit up.
And I don't know if I would say that it's making a new generation of Star Wars fans. I think they were successful enough to just breed a whole new Mandalorian fan. Like, I think I wouldn't doubt if there's a large percentage of people that have no idea that that's connected to Star Wars directly. They think it's something completely different. They think it's the Mandalorian. I doubt that they understand the dotted line to Star Wars.
But it is Star Wars.
Oh, yeah. It absolutely is.
So, if people, whether they acknowledge it or not, it still brings like, it brings more eyes to the table, it brings like, more people to the brand.
Yeah, that's true.
They're hitting, Disney's getting money.
Yeah, they are, man. They're out here crushing it. But I'll tell you what, man, they no longer have that tax-free break that they had in Florida. You know that they weren't paying tax? Like they had their own governing body that was its own separate state in the state of Florida.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They weren't paying tax. They were like, it was this deal that they worked out like years and years and years ago, like in the 40s or some shit like that. They worked out this ridiculous deal where they didn't have to pay state tax. They didn't have to pay any of that shit. And now Governor DeSantis squashed that. He's like, this is bullshit. He's like, you guys are like making billions of dollars down here and you're the only business that gets to do it. They were like the Vatican.
Jeez. And it is not cheap.
They're considering like leaving Florida and shit. Like people are talking about them leaving and shit. Like it's out there. Like people, like citizens of Florida are like, yo, maybe you guys should just leave.
Oh, were they going to follow Rogan to fucking Texas?
There's ideas that people are talking, like it's like bubbling, like the given. This probably isn't going to happen. But they're talking about that they want Disney out and they want to have like a Vegas South. Like they want that entire area to be all like casinos and shit, like a second Vegas down there in Florida.
If Florida isn't already crazy enough.
Yeah, they would you know how much money the state would make if they bring these casinos and all this gambling and this kind of stuff down there and they actually pay, because there's certain taxes that you don't pay. I don't know exactly what it is in Florida, but you only pay like, I think it's sales tax. There's like no income tax, no state income tax anyway. You just keep your money. And then there's, this federal income tax and there's sales tax. I don't know exactly how it's broken down, so please don't quote me on this. I'm not a goddamn accountant in Florida. But
you're not a Floridian accountant?
Yeah, facts.
I wonder where they would go.
Yeah, I mean, Spaz says, but Disney managed its own stuff, though, did their own roads. Yeah, they did their own roads and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's terrifying. Why does Disney have its own police and its own like that. That's fucking terrifying. This is why nobody ever died, quote unquote. The legend is that nobody's ever died on Disney property.
Yeah.
They just drag your ass off the grounds.
I don't know. I guess they had their own little community. Yeah, I don't know if it's necessary for them to have that. Like, I don't think it's necessary for them to pave their own roads or do any of that. Like, I don't even understand from their perspective, besides the financial incentive, like, what is the other incentive to not do that? It seems like the only incentive would be that you don't pay taxes, you could save money, because it's cheaper for us to have a police department to maintain our own roads and, maintain our own water or whatever the case may be, than it would be to pay taxes on all our money.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're paving your own stuff and you're not, that means they're probably not under any kind of regulatory body, which means like you could pave your roads with whatever the hell you want.
Yeah,
it's not like you have some inspector from the state coming and checking your roads, or who knows what the hell you're paving that with.
I'm sure their shit's legit though.
I mean, it's legit enough. I'm sure they had some corrupt connect.
Their shit's probably better than the fucking one in the city, because the city one's corrupt as fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like these guys, they want to make sure they got to repave this in 6 months. They only put down half an inch. You go through Disney, those guys are putting down 3. Juno, I seen this fucking really interesting article today. We were a couple weeks ago. We talked about a guy who found, what was it, like a fucking couple $100,000 or something like that, and he returned it
in the couch.
Yeah. A kid,
dumbass.
A kid found a purse, and he returned it to the address in California. 17-year-old kid. He returns his purse to the address. The woman doesn't live there anymore. It's like her aunt's house. So her aunt calls her, tells her the story. She's like, yo, did you give him any money? Give him a tip or something like that? She's like, nah, I didn't give him any money. She goes, we got to find this kid. So they start posting on Facebook, like, yo, anybody know this kid? They use their Ring doorbell. And they ended up finding out who the kid was, and they found him. And when they were doing all these posts, people kept commenting on the page and saying, like, yo, if you find him, like, you should give him money. Like, I'll give you money. And like their family was like writing on the page, like, I'll give 20, I'll give 50, blah, 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 blah. These people started a GoFundMe with the goal to make $1,000. They made $3,000. And he got $3,000.
I got to be honest, bro. I didn't think you were going to tell me it was 3,000. I thought you were going to say like they made like 50 grand, 100,000.
$3,000 ain't bad though.
$3,000 definitely ain't bad. How much was the purse worth? It was probably a $5,000 Chanel bag.
Nah, it wasn't anything crazy.
And they gave him $3,000. Come on, bro.
Nah, it was a green bag. It was like the color shouldn't fucking matter, but it wasn't anything crazy.
All right, it was nothing but a little Dooney and Burke.
Yeah, the people who they were interviewing didn't look like they were like super rich. They look like regular, like, working class.
Yeah, no, but I shouldn't say it. That's good. That's nice. They gave him some money. I mean, you should be rewarded for being a good person. It's pretty goddamn rare in 2022.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I thought it was so interesting. Like, it's like a double whammy. Like somebody bringing back somebody's purse. That happened to me. My girl.
Somebody gave you back your purse?
My girl lost her purse.
Oh.
Her wallet, and somebody brought it here.
Yeah, that's legit when somebody does that. I remember, you want to hear this, one time me and my girl were at this dance festival that was at the beach. I think it was on Governor's Island. And they got this beach club over there. So we're over there and we're watching, and it's like all sand and shit like that, So we're like, we're dancing and shit. It's like all these like dance DJs or whatever. And out of nowhere, like we're chilling, of course, we're like not paying attention to shit. We're just having a good time. My girl goes and realizes her phone is gone. And she's like, yo, my phone is gone. And I'm like, what? I'm like, when did you notice it's gone? She's like, just now. I was like, we've been all over this goddamn place. I was like, there's no way to know where this shit is at. So I just call it. Some guy answers it. and he's like, hello? And I'm like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, listen, this is my girl's phone. And he's like, all right, cool, man. He's like, I'm over by like the back area over by the water. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. So I go over and there's this dude like with these like shades on, and he's like just dancing and shit. And he's like raving. He's probably like rolling face, and he's like, and I go up to him and I'm like, hey, man, did you just answer a phone? And he's like, yeah, man, lost the iPhone. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, do you have it? He's like, yep, it's right here. And I was like, how much money you want? And he was like, nah, man. He was like, here you go. I don't want any money. Just dance, man. And I was like, oh, oh shit, oh this is my man right here. I was like, yo, I can't believe you gave me the phone back. We were like celebrating, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was
That's
like,
fire.
this is why I was like, you never would have got your phone back at a Chief Keef concert.
Not what?
Are you kidding me? You never would have got that. You would have showed up and got robbed.
Yeah, 100%.
You're like, oh, cool, I got your phone right here. Like, matter of fact, I want 2 phones. Give me yours too.
Yeah,
We'll be
you
like,
crazy, bro. You get set up when you're trying to get your old phone
Yeah,
back.
bro, but
I would never go to a fucking Sosa concert. You crazy?
Yo, it was so legit though, bro. It
His
was
demographic
bro,
of fans.
it was so legit, bro. And the dude, he was just like raving. He was like, he had like some glow sticks and shit.
He has those fucking cut off gloves on.
Yeah, nah, he had the shits with the lights in the tips. You know, came over and he was like, "What's up, man?"
He's wearing
He was
yoga
like,
pants.
Yo. He's like, "Yo, I'm raving, bro." He was like, "What do you need? Your phone? No problem." Boop, there it is.
He said, "Wait, before you grab it, what's your rising star?"
Right, right. He was like, "Yeah, Mercury's in retrograde." You know, it was fucking lit, bro.
Nah, it's cool. It's always nice when people aren't fucking pieces of shit, right?
Yeah, it was. You know, I was just like. I was in the best mood for like the rest of the night. Something like that really stays with you. I was like, you know how much money that would have cost me to replace that thing?
Yeah, dude, when I went to go get tattooed in Italy, before I got there, I hadn't eaten yet. And nothing will make you pass out faster, like going to go get fucking tattooed on an empty stomach. So I was like, I always have this fear of like passing out. What are you looking at? Did you pass out one time?
No.
Oh.
Have you?
No, I haven't passed out.
Oh, all right.
Nah, I haven't. But if I did, like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like I'm over it. I'm over that idea of like, oh, I'm worried I'm going to tap out. I'm worried this is going to hurt. I don't want to use numbing cream. I want to earn it. I don't give a fuck no more. I'm ready for the fucking numbing cream. Like, that's it. Like, I feel like I've endured enough pain. But anyways, when I was at this place getting a sandwich, I digged into my pocket to get something. When I pulled my hand out of my pocket, I dropped a bunch of money. And I walk out, and a woman comes and like taps me on the shoulder, and she's just like, "Yo," like in Italian, I guess I don't speak Italian. She said something along the lines of, "You dropped your money."
It's like, marica.
Yeah. She said, "Stupido, puding, tonto, you dropped your money." Okay, pendejo,
Imbécil.
bye. Yeah. And she told me about my money. She could have just picked that money up. I would have never known.
Yeah, she could have just took it and bounced on you, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Went and bought some Gucci loafs.
Yeah, well, she would have had a fair amount of money on me.
Goddamn, son.
She definitely would have been able to get some loaves.
That's the
Maybe
move,
not some
bro.
loaves, but the slides for sure.
The slides for sure.
Yeah, how much are the slides? How much are some Gucci slides?
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you, bro.
They're probably expensive, but she could have got some of those.
I would imagine probably like $500 or something like that.
Real quick, I'm gonna check in the chat. You ever walked into a Stay Fix bottle? That's so funny. He was going back to the Disney thing. I've never dropped a bunch of money, but it helps. I've never had a bunch of money to drop, but still, it's, you know, I was just going somewhere to spend money, so that's the only reason I even had it on me. I never carry cash on me, ever. I think it's kind of it's great except for when you got to tip somebody. Like, it's if you go to a place that has like a valet or a bar or something like that, it's hard to leave a tip because you ain't got no cash on you.
It's clear you haven't been to a gas station in a while.
Gas stations are cash only?
I mean, you might as well just bring cash only because it's literally like 25 cents more for credit. And with the amount of gas now, bro, it's crazy. You'll end up spending like an extra $5-6 at the pump.
Oh no, yeah, I haven't gotten gas in, I don't know, my car, but yeah, I haven't had gas. I haven't bought gas in months.
Yeah, nah, it's I'm about to like switch jobs because I drive too much. That's how much gas costs right now.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to just give a quick shout out to the president, because if you've ever wanted like the best example ever of like how to run a country, this is it. Like, this is the best president I've ever seen. Like, if you ever wanted like an example of how to run a country, and I mean like run it into the ground. I was like, this hands down the best I've ever seen. The best I've ever seen. Can't afford rent, can't afford housing, you can't afford gas, can't afford anything, highest unemployment, inflation rate through the ceiling. I mean, it's really a feat to like behold. Like, I've never seen somebody do such a shit job at anything in their life.
I don't know what the fuck I was going to say. I don't know what I was going to say.
You were going to say, let's go, Brandon.
Who the fuck? I see that everywhere. What's that mean?
You want me to tell you what it is? I'll tell you what it is. the president was being interviewed and everybody in the crowd was yelling, "Fuck Joe Biden." And then the press person that was interviewing him was like, "They're yelling, 'Let's go, Brandon.'" Try to cover it up. Like, "Let's go, Brandon." There was no Brandon involved. They were clearly yelling, "Fuck Joe Biden."
I never knew. I've seen that.
That's where it comes. So
I've
that's
seen
why
that places. Dude, I've seen like bumper stickers
that say, "Let's go, Brandon."
it's like you ever seen those like, you know, so and so 2020 stickers? I see one that said like, "Let's go, Brandon 2020" or some shit like that.
Yeah, because that's like a roundabout way of flipping off the president is people say, "Let's go, Brandon."
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. I don't know.
That's all I had. Roberto does not share my sentiments necessarily on anything that I say. So this is my own personal perspective on just the complete deterioration of our country and the fabric of what's, you know, what used to be a great place to be.
That's a fucking good disclaimer. I appreciate that. Not that I needed it. Because
no, but you know, I don't ever want people. Sometimes I say things that he does not agree with. So I don't want you to think that when I say something, it's from both of us. Sometimes I say shit that's just from me. You know,
people should know we're individuals.
Yeah, correct. We're not like even though like imagine we had one foot that was connected.
You guys would never know.
You guys would have no idea, man.
Yeah, we're like a crab. We're like a weird crab. There's this thing underneath this desk that we're attached to. We walk like this.
Facts. Look what Spaz says. See, but because this is a stupid ass freaking liberal state we live in. He said that's a New York thing. It's actually illegal for gas stations to charge different prices down here for between cash and credit. Down there, it's illegal,
dude. New York is one of the, now I'm sure it's not one of the only places, but you know what happens a lot over here too with the credit card thing? It's like, $20 minimum. You can't do that.
Yeah, I've never seen that at a gas station.
No, not gas stations. And I've never even seen a $20 minimum. I've seen like $15 minimums, $10 minimums.
Yeah, they do that because they've increased the fees, the processing fees for credit cards.
Yeah, but they're not allowed to do that.
I don't know.
I've seen it. That's what I've heard, that they're not. Yeah, but I know they do it
because they put
but I don't
signs
believe
up.
They're allowed to do it
because they put signs up that says like $10 minimum and stuff. So I doubt they'd be able to put up signage if it was illegal.
Well, the people, who's gonna bust in through the door and fucking find them for that? It's not like, the liquor license people who are gonna come and send little kids to buy alcohol here to try to set you up. That's like something that I don't think they're allowed to do from I don't even know if it's a legal perspective or it's from the perspective of like the credit card companies, but they're not allowed to do that.
Well, I would imagine that by this point somebody would have taken a photo and reported it. I mean, everybody's got an HD camera in their pocket at all times.
Just like Spaz is saying the thing about the fucking gas prices. There's plenty of stuff that happens every single day that.
Well, that's legal up here.
Oh, I thought he said that.
He said it's a New York thing that you can charge separate prices.
It's illegal over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm misinformed. Maybe it's like one of those things where it's like, if you're a boxer, your hands are you're a licensed weapon.
Yeah, it's such bullshit.
Maybe it's like one of those fucking folktale things. But I've always heard that it was illegal to do that because it's not, the burden isn't on like it shouldn't be on the consumer to spend more money to make it like get to a certain point where it's worth it for you to allow them to use a credit card.
It's probably illegal to not disclose it. I would imagine it's probably something around that.
They always tell. Well, they won't allow you to buy anything. Like you'd be like, oh no, it's a $5 minimum. You can't just buy gum.
Yeah, I mean, as a private business, they might be allowed to do it. I don't see why it would be illegal. It's worth a search. It's definitely worth a search. But I'm still excited. I still got to apply for my CCW, man. I wonder if they'll. Did
they start like allowing people to apply for it?
The governor is still trying to stop it. Like she's still trying to stop it, which is crazy to me. Like her armed security is still allowed to carry whatever the hell they want, but they don't want civilians to carry anything. Which is crazy to me. But
it is legal to set a minimum purchase amount on a credit card transaction.
There you go.
But it is not legal to charge just any amount.
To charge,
it's $10 and up. $10
is like the max.
Is the minimum.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because it's the same thing. Like there's a cap on how much you can increase the credit card price difference on gas between cash and credit. You can't just charge like $2 more a gallon if somebody uses a credit card. That's illegal.
If you use debit, they give you the cash price, right? That's what I thought.
Not all the time.
No.
There's only one gas station that I've been to recently that does that.
That honors that. Are you a Speedway member?
Yeah, I am.
You know what you should use?
What?
You should use an application, and I'm not like saying that this is
It's is it called? It's called like Upstart or something like that, right?
It's called. Is it called Up? Yeah, it's called Upside.
Upside, yeah. Somebody that I at my job told me to use it.
Yeah, it's. I think it's cool because you get money back, but also if you recommend people, you get money from those people. Like, look how much money I made in the past couple months just off of people getting gas, because I don't get gas. That's how much money I made up there. Like $50-something.
From what?
From my friends that I've recommended to the app getting gas.
Get out of here. You make money from...
Yeah,
so
you
send
get
me a
money
link.
back and I get money back.
So send me a link. I'll download it for sure.
We both get money back. Bro, you'll get like, off your first fill up, you'll get like $20-something back.
Get out of here, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
What are they tracking on me? Who made this thing?
Did
Brandon make this thing? Let's go. Brandon made this.
Brandon might have made it, but it's only my invite code is Roberto 6763 if anybody's interested. But it's only at like select gas stations. It's not every single gas station that does it, but a lot of the major ones do it.
Damn, that's what's up.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued.
It's actually
I'm intrigued.
It's actually interesting. It's pretty cool. A friend of mine put me on, and I remember him telling me, and I was like, at the time I used to drive to school a lot and shit like that, and I would get like 20 cents off the gallon.
That's
like 20 cents, 25 cents off the gallon. So, it definitely saves you some money. You get that money back, and then you wait till you have like $100 or $20, and then you pull it out.
I should be doing it with how much gas I get. Shit.
Yeah,
I definitely should be doing it. But one more thing that I wanted to touch on is R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years, bro.
Oh, man, I had that written down.
R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years, man.
He got some time served, right? He been in there already.
I mean, it's funny to me that this dude, he got locked up for sex trafficking, but never for statutory.
Oh.
It's funny, right?
Ghislaine Maxwell got sentenced, too.
I don't know why her trial wasn't televised the way that Johnny Depp Amber Heard one was. Why did I not get to see that criminal, disgusting pig go on trial?
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah, it's because she's protected by important people. So what happened? How much she get sentenced to?
I don't know.
3 years house arrest?
I read this like 2 weeks ago. It's not even new. It just came into my head.
See, because they don't put it anywhere. They don't put it anywhere. I'm going to look it up real quick.
Yeah, I don't know how much time she got. You know what? The number 80 is sticking out in my head, but I could be fucking wrong. I know R. Kelly got like, what do you get, 30 years? Yeah, R. Kelly got sentenced to 30 years. So.
Oh, she got sentenced to 20 years in prison.
20 years. Yeah, I was wrong. It wasn't 80.
Wow.
20 years.
That's crazy that she got less time than R. Kelly.
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
That's crazy, bro. She got 10 years less time than R. Kelly did.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's kind of fucked up, right?
Yeah, bro.
Damn,
yeah.
free Kells.
Yeah.
How Ghislaine Maxwell only get 20 years and they gave my guy 30? How they give my guy 30 years? That's crazy. Yo, she was doing wild shit.
Bro,
he was doing wild shit too, but I'm not saying that what he did was okay, but if there's a scale, her crime is higher than his.
I think so, man. She was baiting young girls to go. She's like, "Hey, ever been on a private jet?"
Yeah, dude, that's
and
even
they're like,
worse.
"What? I'm only 15." and she's like, "Well, I never was on a private jet when I was 15." And they're like, "Well, I never been on a private jet either." And she was like, "Cool. You want to go over here? All you got to do is rub down some creepy guy."
Yeah.
Oh, you know what we haven't talked about? Speaking of Ghislaine Maxwell, guess who I saw on the road the other day?
Who's your...
Y'all got to hear who I seen driving on the road.
So Justin calls me, and he's like, I could hear him
The urgency.
sweating. If that makes any sense. He calls me on the phone, and he's like, yo, you wouldn't fucking believe who I'm following right now, bro.
I'm telling you, pulled up next to me at a light and then was acting funny. Pulls up next to me at the light. I turn over, I look at him, and then he starts falling back. Mm-hmm. You know how there's the column that separates the back and the front window.
Yeah, it's
in
the
like a
B
sedan.
pillar.
Exactly. Thank you. It's my car guy. So I'm like, that thing, that bar. So he starts slouching back like this, like he's busting traps.
Did he notice you hawking him?
He noticed me looking at him, bro. You know what? I took a picture. I took a picture.
You want to tell everybody who you think it is first?
I seen Jeffrey Epstein driving around. I seen him driving around.
You want to say where you seen him?
No.
Okay.
I seen this guy the other day. It had to be him. They were identical. If it's not him, there's a glitch in the matrix.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, this was the guy. And the way he started behaving was weird. Or maybe people just always think he's him. And he's like, oh, no.
Not another one.
Bro.
I'm going to keep it a stack. I don't even know what he looks like.
I'll tell you right now. I seen how many times that guy was in the news, man.
I remember seeing pictures of him, but if I seen him, I wouldn't know who he was.
Bro, I seen him. I seen the man.
Yeah.
I seen him.
I don't got a good eye for like fucking like people or names, except for that one time I seen Jaden James at a bar in Brooklyn.
Who the hell's Jaden James?
She's a porn star. She gets stuff for a living, or used to be.
Jaden James.
Jayden. I'm not saying she's on my top 10 or anything like that. I'm just saying I seen her one time.
She retired.
No big deal. Yeah, she's retired.
She hung it up.
Yeah, she hung it up. She hung
That's
him
funny.
up. I'm sure she does OnlyFans or some shit now.
Yeah.
I'm not
OnlyFans.
subscribed to her book club or anything. I'm just assuming. Assuming she has an OnlyFans.
That's hilarious. I'm sure she does, bro. They're all going in. All the adult stars are like they're entrepreneurial at this point. They're all they're all like, this is, I'm sick and tired of, I don't like when a dude puts his foot on my face. I'm over that. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm doing solo stuff and I'm charging $29.99 a month and I'm gonna make $200K a month.
Yeah, or I'm just gonna have the dude I'm with right now, whenever we bang, I'm just gonna film it.
Oh, Spaz wants to see the picture. You want to see it? I got it right here.
Do you have it? I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the picture?
No.
I'm going to show you right now.
I haven't seen the picture. You should have sent it to me so I could put it on the screen.
Show you right now.
And then since we're so close to the end, I want to go over the we talked about doing this segment. I'm supposed to do a fucking an animation for it. And I have the animation almost done, so don't worry. You will get to see a cool animation for the Reddit report. But we're going to do man, that does look like him. We're going to do I got a video from Reddit today for a Reddit report.
I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it.
Show it to the people.
I'm going to show it to the people.
I hope I don't get murdered because of this. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to show it. But his behavior was what was...
You can send it to Spaz on Instagram if you want.
Oh, yeah, I will. Spaz, I'm going to send it to you directly, DM. So this guy, he starts acting all weird. I'm driving and I see him and I'm like, this is weird. And then when I pull off, he intentionally goes back. You know how when a cop is following you, he goes in your blind spot intentionally to kind of watch you and think he's slick? Yeah. So he's behind me and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I had already snapped a flick at the light because I spotted him early.
He looks like that chef that died.
I spotted him early. That's not Anthony Bourdain.
That's who I thought it was.
Disrespectful. So as I'm driving, I'm driving down the road and this guy's just falling back. He's falling back and he's next to me. Like he doesn't want me to see him. Gets behind me, starts falling way back. I mean, I'm doing like 55 for gas reasons.
Yeah. Now, are you slowing down at this point?
No, I'm doing 55 and I'm looking and I'm like, this guy's falling back crazy. I said, eventually, I'm going to go so slow, he's going to have to go around me. So now at this point, I start slowing down. Yeah. I'm like, this guy is definitely going to start. He has to go around me. I'm going way too slow. Nobody would be able to tolerate how slow I'm going. So I'm like, I bet you, I said in my own mind, I said, if this isn't G.E. himself, J.E., excuse me. If this isn't J.E. himself, he's just going to drive by normal.
Yeah.
I said, if it is him, he's going to be doing something to cover his face. He's going to do some funny shit. Bro, what does he do?
What's he do?
Rides by me with shades on, rubbing his eye. Like this. Rubbing his eye like this. He has his shades in one hand and rubbing his eye like this.
What kind of car is he in?
I can't say.
Okay.
It was an inconspicuous vehicle.
Was it a nice car?
It was inconspicuous.
Okay.
It looked like, you ever see like Unsolved Mysteries and shit like that?
Yeah. It looked like every car in the image.
Bro, it just looked like he was intentionally laying low.
Yeah.
And slouching back. Bro, he was driving like he was from Lowell Avenue when really he was not. That's an affluent gentleman.
You might have seen him. Real quick, we're gonna do the Reddit report real quick. This is something I found. Justin hasn't seen it yet. I captioned this. I forgot what the title said on Reddit, but I captioned this: "Play stupid games, win stupid prizes."
Play stupid games, win stupid prize. Do we have backstory on it?
Somebody was just talking shit, and something happened.
And mind you, I have not seen this video, so you guys are going to get an original reaction because I'm just excited because anything that's titled Play Stupid Games, Win Stupid Prizes, and it was found on Reddit by this guy right here. And this is this week's installation or this episode's installation of the Reddit report.
Dun-dun, dun-dun.
All right, let's
That
see.
music's probably copyrighted. I should have said that.
Nah, it's all right. The tone was off. They won't recognize it.
Whoa.
We're going to chop and screw it.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Bam, hit him with it.
Bing.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so what's going on here?
See this guy's that guy over there, it's gonna restart. He's talking shit. Someone's gonna watch. Boom!
Oh! Damn, what did he hit him with, a glass?
Hit him with a pipe. Glass.
God damn.
It bounced right off his head. It bounced right off his head. Look, he's talking shit to the people at the bar.
Yo, that sound is amazing. Let me see it again. So somebody from the
I'm gonna put the
seating
volume
area.
up so you guys can hear it.
He would have been better off if it broke on his face. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna leave a fucking mark.
Oh my
For sure.
god.
For
Bro.
sure, it's gonna leave a mark.
Spaz said, yo, that ding. Oh my god, bro. Damn, he got hit with the bottom of it. That definitely cut him.
Yeah, dude, and it took him a couple seconds to realize too, and he backed up like he didn't want no more fucking beef.
Bro, if anybody's that accurate with a lob,
Oh my god,
That
it was a
must-
perfect throw. That guy's a fucking professional beer pong player or
a
something.
professional beer pong. That was a fucking a team of college baseball players that were
No,
over there
that was in
drinking.
England somewhere. It was in the UK.
They play baseball over there.
Yeah, I guess not really.
I mean, unless it was
It's an American pastime, you know.
listen, they play baseball all over the world. The best baseball players aren't even from here.
You're right.
But maybe it might have been some soccer hooligans. Maybe somebody kicked that pint. Somebody might have rainbow kicked that shit. You never know, bro.
Yo, you just see it come out like the fucking back too.
Yeah, it did have some upward arc, some trajectory like that.
That's why I said beer pong.
Yes, beer pong. It might have been. I'm telling you, man. It might have been fucking rainbow kicked. You never know.
Yo, and Europe has like the most obscure like professional athletes. It's like Red Bull fucking, what do they call it? Virtual reality drone flyers, or
Right.
fucking professional parkour people, or fucking professional breakdancers.
Yeah,
They
the
got,
guys
like,
in the
everything
wing
over
suits.
there. Yeah, the people who fucking jump out of planes.
See, man. What if that dude caught that turn too and just threw it right back
Oh,
and
can you
chipped that
imagine?
dude's teeth or something like that? Come on, that would have been it if he was like, "What? Get
That
out of
would've
here,
been-
bro."
yeah, that would've been
Smooth
sick.
hands like that,
Dude, he didn't even put his hands up. He didn't see it coming.
Nah.
He was leaning forward. He like leaned into it.
Nobody's expecting a pint to come, and it wasn't even a pint. It looked more like a. It wasn't. I don't know,
It looked like a pie, but I could be wrong. I'm not an
Ow.
expert.
bro. That dude definitely left. He was like,
Yeah.
they shook the cobwebs
Nah,
out.
stun him.
I think we're over the hour.
We're over the hour. That's it.
We're over the hour, guys. We appreciate you guys. Again, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and again, if you do not have time to watch the 1 hour full episodes, you guys are going to see shorter clips loaded up regularly as well as shorts. Shorts are for the shortest attention span that you got. If you only got a minute, if you're taking a quick shit, something like that, if you're just ducking out real quick, or it's one of those addictive kind of, oh, I'm addicted to my phone. Let me just whip it out and get a quick little
Fix.
you know, you got a 1 minute video that's going to be posted on our shorts. Check out the reels on our Instagram, and then soon your boys are going to be coming to TikTok.
TikTok, get ready.
So that clock is ticking, that clock is talking, and we ready to just jump on to that. That let me stop.
I'm ready to go to TikTok. I'm ready to fuck.
Yeah. That's it, y'all. We appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Everybody as usual, bro.
Yeah, shout out to everybody.
Everybody.
Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, everywhere you guys take in your podcast. That's it.
Yo,
Appreciate
are we
you
doing
guys.
a 4th of July episode? We'll get back to you guys on that. Leave a message, all right? We got a question here. Y'all should do a mimic of hot ones. Get some crazy hot sauces. Now, I'm going to be letting off some mortars in here.
I don't mind doing a 4th of July episode.
Yeah, it did. I got
Justin's a very popular guy.
That's
the problem. I want to be transparent with the audience, all right? Especially the people who are here with us till this time. I want to be transparent with them. Justin's very popular. He's going to have many options of many things to do, many boats to go on the 4th of July. He is. He's the coolest guy I know. That's why I'm so happy he chose to do this with me, because he could be doing this with anybody. But he chose to do it with me. So we got the
best computer.
So he's using me, ladies and gentlemen. It's not my banter. No, but and we're both. I'm sure we both probably have things that we got to fucking navigate through. So we don't know if we're gonna do a 4th of July episode. But if we don't do a 4th of July episode, I wouldn't mind doing that hot sauce thing on Thursday.
Yes,
that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna say
that sounds like the move.
Check out our fucking Instagram to find out if we're gonna do if we're gonna do a 4th of July episode. That's it.
And make sure you guys check out these shorts. I'm telling you, man, they're funny. We got somebody that's hooking us up, and this is really something that you guys are gonna like. So that's it, Master Man, episode 107.
Bye bye, guys.
Oye, te hablo desde la prisión, Wilson Manyoma.